What's up? My name is Burt and we're gonna do the Blast TV Austin Major Stage 3 pick'em. The regular viewers notice that I'm not wearing my cowboy hat. That is because the journey is over. But so, for the people who wanted to know, this is where it went wrong. Of course, Falcons, FaZe, got very close, lost the legacy. If they won it, it would have been fine, because then there were more spots later. Heroic just lost, B8 lost in the last day. That's a bit sad, but that's how it is. Stage 3, though. People think Vitality has to go 0-3. But, no, that's not what they say. I mean, Vitality has to go 3-0. Big difference. I think that's a dicey one, because that means that if they go 3-0, that means that for them to win the major, they have to do the most miracle of runs in the entirety of Counter-Strike, where they haven't lost a game in like 6 months or something. And I think they're gonna drop a cheeky best out of one here, maybe against the Legacy, maybe against whatever, you know, the Team Liquid, whatever. So I'm gonna say that they are not through 3-0, which is like, if they lose one map, boom, you got a 3-point there, because like it is Vitality after all, they're gonna make it through. But that same thing doesn't count for Mouse, because they are just the group stage merchants. They got the high seed this time, they are solid in these group stages, they don't make these mistakes, they are always prepared, so I believe in Mouse. Team Spirit, of course, Donk, you can't count them out, but there is always room for mistakes, because the team is just not as great, because you have Zontics, Chopper and Magics, but they're gonna make it through just because of the Donk factor. Then, group stage merchants, but then the Kings of Asia. I think the Mongols are gonna go 3-0 again. They have been doing this time and time again. They did it in Perfect World Major, in the opening stage, then they went 3-0 through the elimination stage. And in all the tournaments this year, they always just easily make it to the playoffs. Like in IM Dallas, where they also almost went 3-0. The Mongols, I think, 3-0 picks, very solid. Then it's gonna get a little bit harder. Well, Aurora, you would think they should just make it through, but I don't really believe, like, they are a bit, they've had a break finally, so that's good. They need a break, but they just haven't been looking great. I'm actually more confident in Team Liquid making it now that they have a proper IGL, because they already made it last time with Twist IGLing, even though that was, like, you know, quite impressive, but made sense with just the players on their roster. But Shui, that's an easy pick. That's players for them. Before we go to the other 3-1s and 3-2s, we're gonna do the 0-3s, and of course Lin Vision. How did they get here? No, I'm not. No, Lin Vision, they're the real deal. They're actually better than I thought. This is the moment, of course, that they're gonna go 0-3 and make me look foolish, but I'm not gonna put them on 0-3. I'm gonna put, of course, G2 down here, of course, because they are a broken team. They have Hades, stand-in, AWPing, they have Taz out of the door almost, they have Snacks out of the door almost, at least should be. So I'm fuck them, just get them out of here. Then of course the Legacy 0-3. No, we can't do that. Of course we can't do that. Then as our other 0-3, I of course have to go with my boys from Namiga, because it's just they have the lowest quality of players. The only reason why I think they can squeak in a win is because they have just been playing non-stop. They are the most warmed up. I think that's the biggest problem here. It's the warming up stage. That's why I think G2 will go 0-3, because I think they get into this major, go 0-2 in the first day, and then it's just very scary, and they will just go 0-3. I see G2 as a more solid 0-3 than I see Namiga, but they just don't have the caliber of players, and also squeaked just through the next stage. So Namiga. Then let's go back to the 3-1, 3-2. I would say Aurora will make it through, because they have to. I'm not even gonna be too shocked if they're not gonna make it, but yeah, all those playoff runs, all this the best year of Turkish Counter-Strike, it has to come to something. So I think they will make it through. And then you might think I'm gonna pick Na'Vi, but they have just so many problems, and it's been so underwhelming, and the team has just not been clicking. So I would almost say a different team that is just way more fun to watch, and just way more exciting, and just has way more cool players, and just is like just better. Of course, FaZe Clan, I'm gonna put them through. I think that's gonna be a solid 2-2 pick. In my 2-2 games, I can see Na'Vi and FaZe going head to head, which I think is very fitting, and I think FaZe is the team that has the mental strength to squeak it out. So I would say FaZe first. Then, last team, of course you would want to say Na'Vi, but I'm like, I don't know. Could this be the moment that the French, the solid Counter-Strike players, but without superstars, can make it through? I don't know. Or is it actually, am I forgetting that one of the Brazilian teams have to go through because I didn't add any of them? It will be fitting, but Fury, I just knew Pain doesn't have the quality players. Legacy, again, shouldn't, right? But I'm gonna say something crazy, and I'm gonna say Lin Vision. No. I'm gonna say 3D Max. 3D Max is better than FaZe. Well, they beat him, but they didn't show up. I'm gonna say 3D Max. I think solid Counter-Strike gets you over the line, which Na'Vi can't do anymore because they're broken. So yeah, 3D Max going through instead of Na'Vi. Navi's not gonna make the playoffs. I know it's outrageous, but that's only the hottest takes here at Burt Burlington YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you think. Also, be sure to join the Burlington's Big Show Discord server in the comments down below, where we talk Counter-Strike non-stop. We talk about the Fantasy League, we do pick'ems, we do talk about the latest news, roster changes, so be sure to join that one. Alright, thank you very much, and have fun watching Stage 3.